Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back. This is Daily Trading Analysis with a quick market update for today, Monday, October 14th. Today, it's a no news Monday, but we are getting a few of the Feds talking, nothing important, basically. Tomorrow, it's also consumer inflation expectations. On Wednesday, we have the NBA, but Thursday and Friday are the most important days of the week with retail sales, initial jobless claims, and on Friday, the building permits and housing starts. More Feds talking, so this week is going to be a little bit slow in terms of economic data, but that doesn't mean that we will not have moves because we are starting the earnings. We are continuing with the bank's earnings. Not today, tomorrow. We have Citibank, Bank of America, Johnson & Johnson, United Airlines, Interactive Brokers at the after close. On Wednesday, we have ASML, Morgan Stanley. We have on Thursday, TSMC, Netflix. And we will continue week after week with the tech big market cap earnings. But I mean, today it's a day in which sometimes price action is king. And today I think it's one of those days because as I was saying during the market recap on Saturday, I uploaded, I'm going to link it right now in the upper right corner. We are bouncing in a range in which we have the 15-minute order block and we have a series of wicks down here on the 1 hour fair value gap. So I was really watching how the pre-market today interacted with these 15-minute, and we basically held quite a lot. And not only that, we basically squeezed a lot of shorts today. As you can see, there's a lot of brown, of orange, a lot of red, a lot of buy side liquidity. There's a lot of things happening today, and it's sorry about that, but it is what it is. We are in a series of the daily inverse fair value gap. We are also in a weekly inverse fair value gap that we are here. So we are in the middle in this zone of big resistance. So if we see a lot of red, is because this is a key zone, a headline resistance. The weekly, we are bouncing on that. As you can see, we pushed pretty much 250 points during the overnight, and then in the open we continue, and I didn't have any big level here. The only thing that I had is the daily inverse fair value gap high here at 600, as you can see, 20,600, and we basically we bounced from where we opened. We pushed, we dropped, and now we are in the middle of today's range in regular market hours. Because during the overnight, as I was saying, we were just squeezing and squeezing and squeezing, and it was quite difficult to jump on this. I was just waiting for my typical setup, but I was not getting a good entry. I was waiting for this. I didn't have my entry, and I had to basically really push and slow down the 5-minute setup. So we had here, let me just explain. We had this 5-minute order block. We pushed buy side liquidity from yesterday, and we got the final liquidity on this pivot right at 5.547. That was my target for today, because that 700, I mean, it was too much for me. I couldn't believe, because that we were going to just a rocket after the open. So before the open, I was looking at position towards this 5-minute order block. I got my fair value gap. I got this candle, the trigger candle that tapped and held the fair value gap. And I was watching this liquidity, this series of highs, and finally this 538 level that I was mentioning before, the top of the range. That was a 1-to-6 reservoir ratio, 31 points. It's not a big trade, but look at the risk, 5 points. 5 points is just $100 to get 600 bucks, I mean, every single day I would just take this trade. So I was just seeing signature, bull signature after bull signature. I mean, look at this. During the open, pull back, tap the fair value gap, and we just continue higher. And I mean, I had no levels. I was really expecting the 700s to just do this. We did that at 680. We did a series of lower highs, but the 15-minute is just beautiful because we are holding this previous resistance. We are holding this support. We are holding this range basically on the daily 50% retracement, the consequent encroachment. This is a beautiful level that we are holding. We are getting a lot of volatility after the open. The pre-market was just straight up, and everything is about Nvidia. Nvidia is just right below the all-time highs at 140. I mean, these all-time highs will make Nvidia again the most valuable stock in the market. So I think that's one of the reasons why we have this bullish sentiment. Also, I don't talk too much about Bitcoin, but Bitcoin it's having a big day, 4.50. And apart from that, it's just Apple pushing 1.24. It's Google pushing. Financials are strong. XLF is 0.61. We have also big the Russell of 0.60, and look at the breadth. Look at this beautiful breadth. This breadth is really strong. The this push, we have the RSP 0.60% in the green. We were just holding the previous all-time highs, and now we are pushing higher on strong indications that there's a lot of stocks above the long term, the 50 DMA, the 20 DMA. There's a lot of expanding breadth in this market. It's not only about financials, it's not only about Nasdaq. Since pre-market, we are, since the low of pre-market, we are basically 1%. It's a big push. We were just waiting for a pullback. I think a lot of people jumped on the open level, and we are just holding. Sorry about that. And tomorrow we will not have a lot of news. Wednesday neither. So we will be watching how things develop towards Thursday and Friday, towards consumer sentiment, retail sales. But right now, the daily it's setting up a bit on the Nasdaq. It's not looking super great because we are still trying to push through this inverse. But look at the ES. Look at the ES. It's basically pushing on small caps, pushing on financials, pushing on a lot of breadth, improving. And this is what we want to see. We want to see a strong market, not only Nasdaq. Sometimes Nasdaq is the lagger, but today is just a big day overall. It's a good day, a green day. Amazon is the only thing lagging a bit because maybe the sentiment towards Thursday's retail sales is not as good as everyone's expecting. But I mean, Europe, Germany, Japan, China, everything is in the red. So it's a big start of the week. Let's see if we hold these levels on the 15-minute. It's pretty clear that we need to hold these levels. And if we hold these levels, we will just look towards this 800, this pivot at 21,000, big level, and then the all-time highs and 21,200. So a lot of volume, as you can see, there's the point of control below us. That's pretty clear that we might be a little bit bullish. So as you can see, there's this daily consequent encroachment, which we held today, and it's pretty much what I want to see. This is, for me, the key of today's price action. And that's all from my side. As always, Thank you for your time. If you found this video useful, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel. I upload videos like this one every single day for market forecasts, market updates, and market recaps. I appreciate your time as always. Remember that patience, discipline, and risk management are key for your success. Stay safe, everyone, and see you tomorrow.